walk out on Ty Lue and Monty Williams, but Frank Vogel is reportedly their new head coach after agreeing to a 3-year deal over the weekend. Reports also say Jason Kidd will be on a, quote, prominent assistant coach who will be there to mentor Lonzo Ball. Vogel was most recently the Magic head coach in 2017 and 18 before being fired. And he spent 5 seasons in Indiana and lost in the conference finals twice to LeBron and the Heat. We're joined by Yahoo Sports senior NBA writer Chris Haynes. Chris, good to have you back with us.
Thank you.
Good morning. Chris, should LeBron be happy with this? Where's he at?
Look, I think, first of all, I think he's just happy to have a coach in place. That was a debacle, how the coaching search played out. It was a clear mockery. It wasn't handled correctly. It was poor. But at the end of the day, Frank Vogel, you can make a case he was, what, the 4th or 5th option. When they were going after Ty Lue and Monty Williams, they wanted him to be one of their assistants. So essentially they're hiring somebody who they view as an assistant coach for most of the process. But with all that being said, Vogel is somebody who does hold teams and players accountable. There's structure, there's discipline. And so for a young roster like the Los Angeles Lakers, that is going to be necessary for him to implement. And I think when it's all said and done, I think LeBron respects his work. Indiana pushed them to the brinks a few times when he was there in Cleveland. So I think he respects him from that regard. But at the end of the day, the Lakers got their 4th or 5th guy. And we still don't know what's going to happen as far as the future with the rest of the roster. But all things being said, solid hire. Now, we'll see how the rest plays out.
How solid was the hire of Jason Kidd to be the #1 assistant?
Now that's something where the Lakers were trying to influence the assistant coaching staff pool. So whoever they talked to, whether it was Ty Lue, whether it was Monty Williams, they wanted to have input on who filled that staff. Coaches, especially coaches who have a history, a successful track record, they don't like to be told that somebody's coming on.
Right.
So this situation right here, bringing on Jason Kidd, look, I like Jason Kidd on staff strictly because we're talking about development. And that's one thing that the Lakers had an issue with Luke Walton's staff. When you talk about development, look no further than what he did with Giannis Antetokounmpo over there. So you feel like he can do the same thing or try to help the growth of progression of Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram. With that being said,
well, I just hired him as the head coach.
I hear you right there.
Weird?
But hey, we're talking about how this process folded out. It's dysfunction. So don't let the dysfunction stop there. They kept it going. And so this is a case where Vogel has to be. I like how you got that. I like how y'all got that set up right there, because it might be a position where Kidd does walk in front of Vogel and take over the reins.
You never know.
It can't be a good situation, but there's only a few of these jobs in the NBA.
Right.
You gotta take them. It's the Lakers, it's a storied franchise. If he wins, he gets praise. If not, I think you'll see a situation where that picture does take place.
But in Lakers, you can't win because it's about championship. Sure, can he win games? He won in Indiana. He was a flop in Orlando, and you see what happened. They won 25 games. He leaves, the guy comes in, they make it to the playoffs with plus 17. They win 42 games. So winning is not going to be good enough. It just goes to show you the dysfunctionality that's going on with the Lakers organization. I am a firm believer when you put people in place that's unqualified for the position that they hold, this is what you get. You can't tell me that LeBron is like, man, we got Frank Vogel. We in the money now. What? Is that what LeBron is saying? I'm just on Instagram. He had that walk. He said just him and alone in his thoughts. He walking this morning, Skip.
Well, you just hang on.
I'm just like, that's what's going on with LeBron.
Making it up.
If I ain't nobody, he might probably got one of them balls in the hand like this and just walking down the road.
It ain't no water, huh?
Yeah, ain't no water. He probably got that.
So do you get an alert when he posts?
No, I'm just saying. I was just happened to be. I was looking for something.
Happened to be looking at LeBron.
No, Skip, look.
Every commercial does a quick check.
You and I don't agree on much, but we do agree on this situation here. This has been a debacle for LeBron. LeBron didn't sign up for this.
He did.
And I just believe that Kurt Rambis, let that sink in. Somebody call it and they got to talk to Kurt. Kurt Rambis,
He is the new Magic Johnson.
Ain't nobody call him.
No doubt about that.
Nobody want to talk to
He
you.
is the new. They're calling him the shadow president. He's just the president.
He's the president.
It's right out there for everybody to see.
And it's so, you know what, Skip? And it's so bad that they won't make, because they know it's some bull jive.
Yep.
So we can't announce it publicly.
Yeah.
We just let y'all speculate. It is what it is, but y'all don't really know definitively. So this is how we gonna let it play out. Man, this thing is a mess.
So if I had suddenly turned on my computer and saw, oh, the Lakers hired Jason Kidd to be the head coach and Frank Vogel to be the first assistant, I'd say, okay,
Yes.
I'll go with that.
Yes.
I can roll with that.
That's interesting.
I'm not sure that Jay Kidd and LeBron would be just a perfect fit because, listen, Jason Kidd, he is his own man. He takes nothing off nobody. And I know you say Vogel holds players accountable. Frank Vogel played small college basketball. They're not going to respect him as a guy who has done all of this. Yeah. Jason Kidd did it all.
Jason Kidd is Hall of Fame.
He's a Hall of Famer. He played it the right way. He played hard. He dived for every loose ball.
Yes.
And he had the gift of passing the basketball. Played very physically on the defensive end, and he teaches very physical defense. That's what the Milwaukee teams were known for.
Right.
So would he start turning up the heat on LeBron a little bit on the defensive end? A little bit. Maybe it'd be a good thing. Maybe he'd kind of rekindle a little fire. But I thought he should be the head coach and Frank Vogel should be the first assistant because there's no way Frank Vogel would have hired Jason Kidd to be his #1 assistant. It's like you're hiring your own death sentence,
right.
You know, like because everybody's just going to wait for Frank Vogel at the first sign of failure. Just let Jason do it.
Skip, let me ask you a question. Your brother's the executive chef.
Yeah.
This company comes in and say, we want you. What's your brother's name?
Rick. He's the owner.
Oh, no, I'm just saying. But I'm saying before he became owner.
Yeah, don't demote him. Son.
No, he was an executive chef. In one of these big companies.
He really wasn't. He was the owner from the start. But go ahead. Well, he just was. I just know.
He had to start somewhere.
He started from nowhere.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. I get your analogy.
Started on top.
He didn't ever work for anybody.
Okay, there's this executive chef who works for this company.
Not Rick.
And the company says, okay, you're in charge of everything, but we want you to hire Jenny as the sous chef.
Yeah.
And we want you to hire this one as the headline cook. You're like, wait a minute. You just hired me to do my job. Let me do my job. You just hired Frank Vogel, and then you say, well, this guy's going on your staff, that guy's going on your staff. How does that work?
Doesn't normally work that way.
Where do they do that at, Skip?
Because Frank Vogel's going to crawl for the job. Whatever the conditions are, I'll do it.
Because he just saw Monty Williams get 5 years. He just saw Luke Walton get 5 years.
Yep.
And then somebody turn around in the same profession and you get 3, and you're like, okay.
Okay, I'll take it. It's the Lakers.
And then it's Ty Lue, who has the ties to LeBron James, won a championship. I think he deserves a 5-year deal.
If Luke Walton can get a 5-year deal, if Monty Williams, Steve Clifford just got a year before, he signed 5 years with Orlando.
Yep.
He got a 5 years after that resume from Charlotte. And you mean to tell me Ty Lue with 3 finals appearances with a championship on his resume, and all you give him is 3 years?
Yep.
It's power versus control.
Kurt Rambis's chief advisor from on high is Phil Jackson. They're very close, and I'm sure they talk almost every day.
Right.
Kurt Rambis and Phil Jackson want to be able to control a virtual puppet coach who is Frank Vogel.
Correct.
Frank Vogel will do whatever they ask him to do or try. He'll try to implement whatever strategies, whatever offense, whatever defense Phil and Kurt tell him to implement.
The best thing that ever happened to Steve Kerr is that he turned Phil Jackson down to be the head coach of the
Yeah, that's true.
That was the
Saved
best.
him.
That saved him.
Yep.
That was the best thing that ever happened. Man, you look here. I mean, can you imagine? I'm coming to work for FS1. It's like, okay, Shannon, you're going to be working with Skip, you and Skip, okay. But here's the pen you're going to use. Here's the note. Wait a minute. I write with my own pen. I don't need you to get me no pen. I got my own. I got this old Mont Blanc. He got that old cheap paper make, whatever it is. They're right here, one of a kind. Write down some good stuff right here.
The person who uses
Yeah,
that
but
kind of
I write down the right words.
You
write down the wrong words.
No, they misspelled. There's a whole lot of
They don't
I
write
look at
for
that.
you.
There's a whole lot of misspelling going on over there.
I think there's no misspelling.
This old Mont Blanc, this thing got autocorrect in it. I'll start to spell a word wrong. It correct.
Move your hand.
Yeah, it'll back me up. It'll back me up and spell it out correctly.
In that case,
Yeah.
get one.
Yeah.
By the way, I got to defend my brother one last time.
What do you
I'll
do?
hear about it.
Oh, yeah.
He's won the James Beard Award twice. It's the award for chefs, and he's won it twice as restaurant owner. So you got to understand, you're barking up the wrong tree.
I was Skip.
And I don't even care about this, but he will.
Yeah. What I was trying to make an analogy is like when you're an executive chef and they hire you and they tell you, you got to hire this person as your sous chef, this one as your head. I'm not trying to make. Yeah, but he can't cook that hood food like O'Shea.
I don't know.
Yeah, he can't cook no hood. He cooking that old foo-foo stuff.
No.
This stuff.
That bougie stuff.
Cook that Mexican food.
Hey.
I know. I want to try.
Hey, you come over to Shea house, you think people snapping their finger. That's lip fuck. You think somebody snapping their yeah, Jit. Man, please.
How did we transition into the restaurant?
That? Make a jackrabbit slap a German Shepherd to get them out of my food.
Woo, really? Huh.
Bap!
You cook a jackrabbit, or is that what you said? No.
I have eaten. That's you trying to get Peter to come down on me. No, I don't eat. I don't cook. I don't know nothing about no rabbit.
We definitely do not need that.
You trying to get Peter to come down. You think he's slick. Nope. I don't eat rabbit.
Anymore.
Yeah, anything else to say over there?
No, I ain't got to say,
Jeff. We're good? We're good? Okay.
Leave Bugs Bunny alone.
Should we move on to Kawhi Leonard?
Yes.
Shall we? Does he deserve an A+ for his performance last night? We'll discuss.